Hello, fellow traders. It's Nutty Bar, and we need to do a recap. We definitely need to do a recap. Um, Not the recap I want to do, but it's the recap that I have to do. Um, accountability. It's a big part of um, I don't know, that keeps me motivated and keeps me grounded, and it also keeps me humble. So we're just gonna talk about what happened the last day and a half technically. Um I didn't stream yesterday. Um Cody primarily because of Cody. I was also just not in the mood. Um but in reality it was Cody was still not feeling well, and I was trying to help out with him, and yeah, it was just a lot going on, so I decided not to stream, and I was still at home. I was just going back and forth a lot. But anyway, let's this is going to be kind of a little bit of a week in review, month in review, kind of whatever. It's going to be a little bit of a longer format video. I'm going to talk about a couple things. We're just going to have a little bit of a Saturday therapy session, will. But it all started Thursday after I stopped streaming, and I almost have some of my day. It's a little bit of a blur. It's a little bit of a blur, but again, so my 5 Apex accounts, my 550K Apex accounts, um, and I long story short, I hit my daily loss limit on those 5 accounts on Thursday. It was like afternoonish. It was basically this was Friday's price action, and was this right here was the Thursday price action, and yep, this right here, this move right here just absolutely destroyed me and ended up hitting my daily loss limit. So I used Quant Guard on those accounts. Now, I actually messed up. Actually, let me see if I can show you guys. Um, so, can I show hang on. Just a minute. Yeah, here we go. We don't need to see the chart there. Okay, so this is what Quant Guard looks like. So I have a couple different risk templates. This was the risk template that I accident not ac I had assigned this risk template to my 50K accounts. It was supposed to be this risk template. So instead of a $650 daily loss limit, I had 1,400, and I hit that so quickly, like it was crazy. And I was a little bit confused because I was like, okay, when I started to trade again, just going back to the chart, this move lower. I mean, I felt like once we broke back above this, what really irritated me, I actually took a nice long trade right here, and I literally had $200 locked in on those 50K accounts. Should have walked away. I was considering walking away. I came back in my office, and I had just seen that pull back to like this area right here. And I thought, oh yeah, this is going to run into the close. We're going to have a crazy rally into the close. Anyway, I got in, and I had my stop below this, got stopped out, came in. I got in again on like this little candle right here trapped me big time. I thought, okay, we're double bottoming right here. This is going to rally. This is a great entry. So I got in again right here. And that's where I shouldn't have been trading that late in the day. Um, Trading that late in the day, I don't know. I just never is a good idea. Me trading early in the morning and late in the day, close to that 4 o'clock close and around the 9:30 open, it has just never worked out for me. And I just haven't learned my lesson, I guess. But anyway, I hit the $1,400 day loss limit, which is more than half of my drawdown. And then the next day, I tried to. tried to make up for. I tried to get it back, and ended up. And long story short, I blew those accounts. It is what it is. Yeah, and then Friday, to compound the problem. And again, man, this is painful to even say, but we got to tell you, those take profit trader accounts. I'm so frustrated with take profit trader. You guys, not specifically take profit trader, but me and trading take profit trader is just something is wrong. Something is mentally wrong with my head. And I was so frustrated. You guys, we got, let's just say, actually, I'm just going to explain to you what happened. But I decided Friday morning, I again wasn't really in front of my computer all the time, but I was checking the market and I watched it. So I decided, you know what? Today's a great day to trade those fresh. I had those take profit trader accounts since Tuesday, completely 5 fresh, brand spanking new, never been touched, never been used, take profit trader 50K accounts. Oh, it looks so beautiful. And decide, you know what? Today's the day that we trade those accounts. We're just going to be very responsible. And I made a crucial error, and it's my own fault. I decided that, you know what? I'm not going to use the quant guard on those accounts. Decide, you know what? I'm not going to use quant guard until I'm above the buffer. Once I'm above the buffer, then I'll use quant guard. Until then, I'm just going to, get it up to that buffer, which is $2,000. And wouldn't you know it? First trade I take, great trade. I take 2 different trades. I took this trade higher and then this bounce higher. Everything was great. Going according to planned. I was up $800 per account on those take profit trader accounts. And then I started getting too confident. Got a little bit cocky. We got another pullback here. On this candle, I got in on, I think my original entry was 3 micros, 3 or 4 micros. Of course, we start selling off. I add 4 more here, and I mean, I got the deer in the headlight look, and I just started to panic. Didn't get out of my trade, and I did a last ditch desperation effort to get out, like to salvage the accounts somewhere here. I think this one here, and then this final dump here is what they liquidated. They were gone, and it is so disappointing. And I think, I always say, humility is the markets will keep us humble. I definitely felt that today, or the last 2 days. I definitely felt that, and I don't know if this is karma or whatever, but I don't know. I just need to, again, of course, I obviously did not blow these accounts on purpose in no shape or form, but again, I wasn't willing to accept some losses. But I've been talking a little bit too much about people, what other people are doing about cycling accounts and earning and burning, which that's not what I was doing here. But I thought, well, maybe I needed a little bit of humility served my way. So I don't know. That definitely happened, is what it is. And then uh, I gotta show you guys this, okay? I gotta show you guys this. This is, you will appreciate this. So I lose my 5 take profit trader accounts. And guess what? This morning, that was yesterday, late last night, guess what song was released? My favorite singers, they released a new song last night. Now hang on guys, don't tune out yet. Don't leave. It's fine. I won't make you listen to the whole song, but I just thought it was fitting, and I'm starting to think maybe Ben and Rose are big fans. Maybe they watch the channel. and they possibly created this song in remembrance of those Take Profit Trader accounts. I don't know, guys. You be the judge. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. It's not gonna be for long. Guys will be fine, but you guys need to hear this. This is when I saw them when they released this video, I just thought to myself, man, this is the perfect song. The perfect song for when we blow accounts. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Listen. We'll be gone tomorrow, and this life won't even be. Oh, it's too good. Here today, we'll be gone tomorrow. Where will? Oh, I thought that was just too good. Here today and gone tomorrow. I'm like, man, that was just so fitting for those Take Profit Trader accounts. They must be big fans. So shout out to Ben and Rose. Anyway, that kept that gotta makes a little bit of humor in so we keep our sanity. But anyway, that kind of sums up at least part of it. Now, on the good side, so when I lost those Take Profit Trader accounts, I was in full-blown tilt mode. Like this move lower just triggered me. Oh, it triggered me so bad. And if we look at the positives, I actually went in and I had Quant Guard at the time, and I was actually $300 in profit on these 150K accounts, and I was like $100 loss in these 150K accounts. And when that happened with Take Profit Trader, I was so close to I was gonna go back and trade my Apex 150s, and I was not gonna trade them correctly. I was going to let it carry over. And I took a little break. I walked away, and thankfully, I actually went back then and used I used this block trading, and I literally locked myself out of my Apex accounts. And I literally could not trade the rest of those accounts the rest of the day. And I definitely feel like that definitely possibly saved some of those accounts because it was just some bad things going through my mind. And I don't know what it is about Take Profit Trader. I think it's numerous things. I think for some reason, I don't know. I think I've heard of other people that have a prop firm where they just cannot seem to just can't seem to break the curse. And I've gotten some payouts with Take Profit Trader, but I am in the hole. That's about the only prop firm where I am net negative overall. All other prop firms, I am net positive on almost all other prop firms, unless I think my fund of futures I might not be, but it's very little. But Take Profit Trader is just taking my lunch money, man. So frustrating. I know I'm just not sure. I think, but one thing we're gonna do, revisiting everything and just like, okay, I have to change something. Because one thing that I hate, there is one thing that I just hate when I do, and that is when I cycle account, like buying evals, passing evals, blowing funded account, passing evals, blowing funded, like just doing that repeated hamster wheel is like a pet peeve of mine. It just, even if I'm getting payouts doing that, I don't feel like a successful trader. I really don't. And I am not a fan of it. I don't want to be doing that. And that's part of the reason that I am tracking my expenses this year and I'm sharing it with you guys. There's an updated link in the description below that shows all my expenses, shows all my payouts. You can look at it. But it's a way to hold myself accountable because when that Take Profit Trader happened, I blew all 5 of those accounts, which is mind baffling stupid. But then I went back in and I actually reset 2 of those funded accounts, and I reset 2 funded accounts, which is $650 a pop. As I was still on tilt, I reset 2 of them, and I literally blew those 2 accounts as well. And that was at the peak of my degeneracy. So I kinda came back to earth, and I'm like, "Hold on, what am I doing? This is not cool. I am." And that's where I actually locked my Apex accounts down, and I did officially walk away. But it's just it's a I need to I don't know, we just need to do different, we need to do better. But one thing I'm going to do, going forward with Take Profit Trader, 1 account at a time. Um, I am going to I'm gonna stop trading and passing 5 accounts at a time. It's just not necessary. And I might actually switch to the 25K accounts and just switch to 25K accounts, 1 account at a time. And the goal and my new rule is I have to get a payout before I can add another account. And that's the only way. We've got to we just got to get a grip on things and continuing to do 5 accounts at a time until I prove that I can get over this take profit trader curse. We got to slow it down, and we got to rein it in a little bit because I'm not okay with how it's going. I'm just not. It's just not cool. But on the flip side of things, the other thing to talk about, obviously, um, we have some My Fund the Future accounts. Let's go. I talked about it on stream the other day that I'm going to get some My Fund the Future accounts. I'm going to try out their starter accounts. I actually had 3 accounts. I lost one of them, but I still have 2 accounts. These are funded accounts. I've traded them for 2 days, 2 days or 3 days. I'm not even sure. But we are really nicely in profit on these accounts. And I'm just gonna, yeah, basically, I'm just trying out my funded futures. I hear good things. I have no complaints. I'm just gonna try them out. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm just trying them out. See what I think about their starter plans. I think it's called actually Starter Plus plans, I think. But yeah, we're just gonna try them out, and hopefully we can get some payouts. Also, my Tradefy accounts, you don't see them on my screen. I basically took them off because my 3 accounts are we are getting moved to a live account with Tradefy. So it's going to be another week or maybe even 2 weeks before those live accounts are available. But basically, once those live accounts come in, we will have 2 accounts, 2 live accounts of $9,000 in each account for us to trade. So we'll continue trading Tradeify on a live account. I think that's actually my first ever transition to a live account. So hopefully we can just keep doing what we were doing with Tradeify. And then obviously with Apex, I'm very happy with I'm totally fine with only having 15 accounts. I don't need 20. I have no plans of getting 20. I'm going to focus on these 15 150K accounts. Obviously, these 5 accounts are the ones where we've gotten 6 payouts from. We've traded these 5 accounts for 155 days. This is how I want to trade all my accounts. I want to trade all my accounts like this. 155 days traded, 7 payouts, 6 payouts total. And hopefully we can do that on these accounts. I'm also pretty happy with these 150K accounts. Just looking for slow and steady and nothing crazy. Also, I did update my risk parameters. So this is kind of a summary, me looking back at my trading for the week, especially the last 2 days where I blew up those, I guess it would be a total of 10 accounts. And um one thing that was pretty apparent was that $1,400 stop loss for the day. That is just too big. 1,400, like, if I look at my, if I look at my history and my trading history, my sweet spot on red days is around $300 to $400. Once, like, I can accept a $400 loss day. I don't feel like that's that bad. I can recover from it and it doesn't like bother me. But once we have like a 800 to $1,000 red day is where I start to like you start to go into the mode of it's going to be so difficult to earn all this money back. So I'm just going to keep trading to try to get back to break even. Like at least that's like how my mind works, and I don't like that because I feel like that is kind of where I really just struggle to accept that loss on the day because I think about how many days and how many weeks it's going to take to fight my and claw my way back out of this hole, and it's just you don't really want to accept those losses. So I actually I'll show you my risk parameters that I'm using currently. um, so this is QuantGuard, and so my risk template that I applied to all of my 150K accounts. So the rest of my 150K accounts, I have a daily loss limit of $400. And I feel great about that. If I have a $400 red day, I'm fine. That is totally okay with me. I have no issues walking away with it. And we're going to set our daily profit limit at 900. I feel like 900 is a really, really, really good day for me. On average, I'm usually walking away when I have like a $300 to $400 a day. That's a really good day. Some days I'll walk away when I'm up 200, depending on the price action and what I see. But 900 is like really good day for me. The other day we had $1,000 day, but that is kind of an outlier. And we caught a really crazy big move. But 900, if we hit 900, I want to be locked out and be done for the day. So that's why I have that set. Restricted symbols, I don't have anything set on that. Position limit, that's also very important. And I changed this. So I had my position limit at 2 minis and 20 micros. And reviewing my trades, this is something that was crazy to me. All of my big losses were where I was over 12 micros long. And it wasn't that I went 12 micros right away, but I DCA'd, maybe 2 micros in the beginning and then 2 more and then 4. And all of a sudden I'm 10 micros or 12 micros deep and the price keeps going against me. And that's always where that's a sign I'm not accepting a loss. If I'm adding and I'm DCAing like that, just a big red flag. So we're going to have a contract max 8 micros and 1 mini. That is it. So I think that will really help with me just knowing that I can't do it is actually all I need. If I know I can't trade more than 8 micros, then I'm not as likely to go and DCA because I know it won't help, and there's just it'll be easier to just accept the loss. So that's what my position limit is. I don't have a position loss limit because my loss limit for the day is 400, which is pretty low. So there's no need to use the position loss limit. I don't have anything currently set for my trading sessions. I really thought about this. And I might set it up in the future and basically set up where I cannot trade from 9:30 to 10 o'clock and from 3:30 to 4 o'clock. I I don't know. We might change that. I might actually make it so we cannot trade in those times. And then the schedule, this just automatic locks my settings at the beginning of every day. So those are my updated risk template, risk parameters. And actually gives me comfort going into the day knowing that, okay, there is no way I can lose more than $400 today. Like it's just a good feeling knowing it almost helps me trade a little bit more at ease, I think. So I'm excited to see I'm excited to see how it will turn out, and my goal going forward, obviously, is, keep getting payouts on these 5 Apex accounts, keep growing the rest of these accounts, and stack up those payouts. Again, these are baby steps. I have to remind myself of this. When I do have blowups, I always track my blowups. Like, how long ago was it? How long has it been since I've had a blow up? And the last time I had a blowout, I think it was 5 weeks ago. So, I wanna make sure they're not getting closer and closer together, they're getting further and further apart, show progress, but either way, definitely not proud of how I traded. The last 2 days, we paid the price. It could have been a lot worse. We did lock ourselves out. I'm very happy that I did that. But it is what it is. Obviously, it's not the end of the world, anything like that. I don't really the Apex 50K accounts don't bother me nearly as much as the Take Profit Trader account. Those really, really. I think maybe the other part of the problem is I just I have so much. I'm looking forward to having Take Profit Trader accounts, and I just keep thinking about having 5 Take Profit Trader accounts at above the buffer and getting those consistent $200-300 days. Like, I keep thinking about that, and that's the only thing I can think about. And then I feel like I definitely was trying to rush the process. I was just trying to get to that $2,000 buffer in one day. And I knew it was risky when I was doing it. I mean, when I was up $800 and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take another, I think we can do it. And there's also a little bit of heroism. Like, I'm like, dude, do you know how I was thinking to myself, you know how cool it would be to, you know, start stream Monday morning and we're at the buffer already. Like, oh, that'd be awesome. But again, I shouldn't be trading for those reasons. It's just dumb. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm rambling. Sorry, this was a longer format video. I kind of warned you guys about it. But anyway, I do want to also do a video on basically my first quarter results, kind of a prop firm summary, so to speak. As you can see on the screen right now, over on that, as it just slid across, but I updated my payouts. We're currently at 18,000 thanks to well, those include the My Funded Future accounts, and then also 2 $650 resets from trade it from Take Profit Trader. Uh that'll do it. So, accountability. Anyway, I hope you guys are having more fun trading these markets the last couple days. The other thing, like, if we can just talk about it for a split second, I feel like um, the market, at least in the last 3 days, I feel like it's very. I don't know. I have such a difficult time when we see this kind of market. Like right here, this is the market that is just a. I have a hard time understanding the market where we rip higher with almost zero pullbacks. Like, we just go straight up for what? 300 points? We just go straight up for 300 points, and then we finally get pullbacks, and then it just starts to go sideways and bleeds lower. I just have such a hard time trading that kind of market. Feel like you just have to jump in on the momentum and hold on for dear life. And then once the momentum is gone, it's gone. Where in the past, like, my strategy is, once momentum starts, I let it go until it, like, takes a little. I always think about it like, okay, the market's now taking a breath, just resting a little bit, and then it's going to rip to the next leg higher. And it seems like that, at least the last couple of days, that didn't happen. At least, I don't know. I just have a difficult time trading that. And I think I don't know. I'm not looking to change my strategy. I think that can be very harmful as soon as you have a couple days that the price action doesn't fit your strategy to all of a sudden be, looking at a different. I'm not doing that. It's just one of those things, you're going to go through drawdown, you're going to go through losses, but you got to stick through it. And in the end, you just, the odds will forever be in our favor. So anyway, I'll stop rambling now. 30-minute long video. Sorry. If you're still watching, thank you. You're a real one. And anyway, we will be back Monday and we'll go at this again. Brand new week and new opportunities. New week, new opportunities. That's all we can ask for. All right, everybody. Take care. Appreciate everybody. Take care and God bless.